What makes a person want to play Osumania? Some people might say it's the transfer from Friday Night Funkin' or Funky Friday. Or even some will say it's their first VSRG. But for me, I wanted to play Osumania for 2 months, and that journey begins in November 2025. In November, I had only 2 sessions, and I played only 5 charts. You see, I used the method to skill boost. Now, what is the method? Some might think it's the BCJ method, or more specifically, the Ben Charles Johnson method, or even the GD Noob method. But no, it was none of them. It was the wooden chair method. You see that photo right there? Yeah, that's the wooden chair method. And this method 10x'd my progression and improved all skill sets, despite never playing Osumania a day in my life. So let's see how my first month of Osumania using the wooden chair method helped me achieve these 5 scores. Alright, before we get into that, this is a little bit off topic, but let me give y'all a lesson on BPM, or beats per minute. Sometimes the beats per minute that's shown on the chart ain't always true. Let's use hardcore as an example. You see that the base rate is 110 BPM, but the actual one is 220 handstream? Yeah, sometimes it does some goofy stuff like that. So when we up this to 1.25, it shows 137, but it's actually 274. You can see a little pattern here where you gotta multiply by 2. And really in general, for speed, you gotta multiply by 2 or even 3. And mini jack charts stay the same, and sometimes with chord jack, you gotta divide by 2 because there's no way you're playing 300 BPM chord jacks when it's actually 150. But also know that the BPM shown will be different for each chart, and you know, every chart's different and it requires its own calculations. So yeah, let's get back to the video. We know that Green Eye Jealousy is 436 BPM streams, and this is the very first chart I ever played in Osumania, and it was also the first day I played Osumania. I believe that this chart is a really good introduction to any new beginner who wants to get really good at Osumania. I think it's really good for novices, beginners, maybe good for intermediates for like accuracy training, so you can see I'm still trying to get used to the wooden chair method, and this is what happened with it.
fucking easy. Too easy. Too easy. That is too easy, bro. Too easy. Let's go. Yes. Let's fucking go, dude. Way too easy, bro. Way too easy. Yes.
Next is Hardcore 1.25, and this was my first ever hand stream score that I ever set. I was still fairly new to the game, and on my 4th day of playing Osumania, I managed to gain hand stream and stamina abilities with the wooden chair method. I mean, just look at this.
Cause the brave turn weak as soon as his gun start to leak and heavy speak.
Too fucking easy, dude. Too easy. Too easy.
Our next chart is Valley of the Damned 1.45, and this chart is 290 BPM dense hand stream stamina with only one break. That happens 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the chart. Although it wasn't an S rank, I'm still pretty happy about it, and considering that this was only my 13th day playing Osumania, you could tell that I was just really trying to get used to the game. On my third week of playing Osumania, my wooden chair began giving me insane skill boosts. Day 21, I got an S rank on We Love Llama 1.5. And of course, everyone knows that We Love Llama is one of those charts where the second half actually matters. And so I was trying to do some pushing on the score and I barely got an S rank on this with a 95.01. And here's the footage for that.
Yeah, let's go. You gotta unlock the Popomon push method, bro. Popomon, you gotta bless me right now. Come on, Popomon. The Popomon skills, bro. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way. What the fuck?
To end off November 2025, on my 30th day of playing Osumania, I attempted to play Future Dominator's DT, and this chart is 3 minutes and 31 seconds, and it's 315 dense hand stream with only one major break. By my second month of Osumania, I only played one time this month, which was the 21st of December, and I set scores on only 2 charts. So let's analyze how the wooden chair method helped me set these scores. So Far in the Blue Sky is 163 BPM on 1.1, so it's got a lot of anchors and really just all that chord jack madness. Again, and wooden chair method always pulls through, especially for jacks. And I guess around this month too. Next up is my Gengauzo Noise of No Scent 96% choke. During this time, I was like 60 days into playing Osumania, and I managed to get this score right here. And before I unblur this footage, you might be asking me, Pomelo, what happened during the days in between that you never talked about? Well, to answer that, I was just trying to theorize whether other wooden chairs would work, such as this wooden chair, that wooden chair, or even this wooden chair. But at the very end, I stuck with this wooden chair because it stuck with me since day one. And so to showcase my peak jack skills, let me show you guys what 2 months of Osumania progression looks like. And that pretty much wraps up my 2-month Osimania progression. I think it's pretty realistic if you use the wooden chair method, but I will say that the BCJ method and the GD noob method will also work as well. And of course, this is total satire, and I've actually been playing since October 2020 with like a break in between. I was gonna make a 5-year Osimania progression video originally, but if you look at last video, you'll know what happened. But seriously, to any new Osimania player wanting to gain some skills, just find the method and you'll be set. Peace out, everybody.
Goodness of the Lord, your warfare is ended. It is ended.
God bless you, Chidi Samuel from Nigeria. Kisha, buddy, brother.
So good to have someone from Nigeria. Yes, brother. God bless you. And we have another brother. Yes, from Nigeria. We have several of them. Ramakondoro, Makodoro, Bakodoro, Bakadama, Kodoro, Makondo, Mandoma, Tabaya, Makotoro, Bakida.